Welcome, everyone. I'm Casey, the Space Shaman. Oh, another magical evening here. Today, we're going to call on the help of the spirits. We're going to ask for assistance with healing. Many of the people that I know personally, including myself, have been experiencing all kinds of wild and powerful uh, ascension symptoms, powerful emotions coming to the surface as a result of all of these changes that are happening in spirit. And it can cause a lot of discomfort. A lot of old wounds can kind of come to the surface, and a lot of patterns that need to go are being brought to our awareness very powerfully so that we can start to let them go, so we can start to move on from them. So we're going to start to do a little bit of cellular reprogramming today. I think that's how I'm going to open up. And we have a couple of comments here. Brianna says, "Hi, Casey." Hi, Brianna. And he says, "Oh my God, I love you. You helped me so much." Thank you. Thank you for saying that. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. So we're going to have a little group healing session here. Then if anyone is interested in individual healings, then at the end, I'll do some one-on-one healings for people. So I'm going to put that little banner up there. But first, as I said, we're going to start to reprogram cellular memory. So when we have traumatic experiences, and this can be physical trauma, you were in a car accident or something like that, or it could be emotional trauma if you were abused, or it could be something as simple as you stubbed your toe when you were a kid, and your mother didn't comfort you the way that you needed to be comforted. Something like that other people may perceive to be small, it could be something deeply ingrained in the memory of your body. And they actually know this now. I think it was in the early 80s or 90s, they discovered that we have these sensory neurons all throughout our body, particularly in the heart. And the ones in the heart actually look exactly like brain cells and behave like brain cells. And so we're going to start to work to build that connection between the heart brain and the head brain. The heart is actually capable of its own thoughts and forming its own neural connections. And it produces a measurable electromagnetic field that goes about 3 feet around the body, which is also the same distance that our pokpo, that we call it in the Pakugun tradition, or luminous energy field, can extend around our body. So to build this heart-brain coherence, or to start to drop into it, it's very, very simple. This exercise seems so simple that you think, how could this have any real healing effect, or what is this really doing? But if you drop in and you allow yourself to experience it, especially when practiced regularly, it's very powerful. So you're going to take your dominant hand. For me, that's my right hand, but if you're left-handed, it's going to be your left hand. And you're just going to place your hand on your heart. Close your eyes and just feel the sensations of your hand on your heart. Feel the warmth, or if your hands are cold, the coolness, just the sensation of the hand on the heart. That right there is a form of communication, that sensation. And now bring all of your attention, all of your awareness into that sensation of your hand on your heart, and allow yourself to kind of sink into the sensations that are inside of your heart as well. And as we do this, we're going to begin breathing into a count of 5 and out to a count of 5. So on your next breath, begin to breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Continue breathing in this way, these slow breaths, while allowing your attention to sink deeper and deeper into the sensations inside of your heart. And just feel whatever is present there. Giving yourself permission to take the time to enjoy this gentle process. And as we do so, taking a few more of these slow, deep breaths, we're going to start to move into some emotional healing for everyone. I'd like you now to begin to scan your body for the area of your body that feels the most emotionally uncomfortable. Some people may feel emotional discomfort in their heart or in their chest or in their gut, in their stomach, in their neck and shoulders. It could be anywhere. It could be in your elbows or your lower back or your knees. Find the area that feels the most emotionally uncomfortable. And a lot of people may initially say my head because that's where their thoughts are and that's where their attention is. And we can feel uncomfortable emotions in the head, but if that's your initial response right off the bat, I would encourage you to search inside of your body. Find somewhere in your body below the head that feels emotionally heavy or uncomfortable. Just because we keep our attention in the head and that's where our thoughts are, doesn't mean that's where our bodies are feeling the uncomfortable emotions. So search your body and find that place that feels the most emotionally uncomfortable. And I'm just going to ask a question, and you don't need to respond even in your own mind. Just feel into the sensations. This area that feels emotionally uncomfortable or heavy, what does it feel like right now? First, start with just the sensations. Let's go really specific. So some people may say, oh, it feels like grief or depression or anxiety. These are all concepts, these are all ideas. What do the actual sensations of it feel like? If it's in the chest, it may feel like tightness, or it may feel like a pounding heart. If it's in the throat, it may feel like constriction or difficulty breathing. If it's in your lower back, it may feel like pain or uh, even a tingling sensation or a sharp sensation. What does the actual sensation of these emotions feel like? What do the sensations feel like? Tune into that. And now, what would you call these sensations if they had to be given a name as an emotion? Just one or two words. What are these emotions that you're feeling in this area of the body that we've identified? And now I'm going to ask a question. I don't want you to think too much about it. I don't want you to try and analytically figure it out. Just whatever comes through, first thing that comes to your mind, allow it to spontaneously come through without too much thought. Whatever these emotions that you've just named and these sensations that you're feeling associated with them, what is the medicine for that? For example, if you're feeling grief. The medicine for that may be enjoyment of the moment or bliss, or it may not make sense so much. Whatever the first thing that comes to your head. Maybe if you're feeling anxiety, the medicine is simply laughter. Could be anything. But these sensations that you're feeling, this heaviness, this emotional discomfort, what is the medicine for that? And where does that medicine, whatever you've just named as being the medicine for this, where does that live in your body? Look somewhere other than where you're feeling this uncomfortable emotion. The medicine for it, whatever remedy you named, could live anywhere in your body. It could be in the tip of your pinky finger. It could be in your ankles. It could be on the bridge of your nose. But your spirit knows. So without thinking too much, where does that medicine live in your own body? Where does it live? Identify this. Now we're going to do a process to help to transmute some of the heaviness surrounding whatever imprint is causing these emotions. So I want you to take your dominant hand and I want you to place it over the area of your body where you're feeling the heavy and uncomfortable emotions, wherever that might be for you. And I want you to imagine that your hand is magnetic. And that now it is magnetically attached to all the energy of these heavy emotions, these uncomfortable sensations. And I want you to slowly and mindfully, very slowly and mindfully, begin to lift your hand away from your body, just about 6 inches, 8 inches away from your body, lifting the energy of this imprint and these emotions out of your physical body and into your energy fields. And now, wherever the medicine for this was, we've identified whatever the medicine for this heaviness or these emotions were. I want you to slowly move your hand same distance away, about 6 to 8 inches away from your body, above the area where the medicine lives. Just moving your hand above that area. You've got the energy of all the heaviness surrounding this imprint causing these emotions. Now we're moving it in front of the part of our body that holds the medicine for it. And then you're going to slowly and mindfully bring your hand to touch your body wherever that medicine lives, placing the heaviness of the uncomfortable emotions inside of that part of your body where the medicine for it lives. And keep your hand there. And just feel as this medicine, whatever it was, joy, peace, playfulness, laughter, whatever it might have been, allow it to begin to start to automatically loosen up, to automatically lighten, transform, transmute the heaviness into lighter sensations, to fill it with its medicine. And feel those emotions beginning to shift and change as we just sit and feel, allowing this process to happen automatically. You don't need to think about anything or try to make anything happen or figure anything out during this. It's all happening automatically via the divine intelligence of your own body. In the same way that you do not need to instruct your body on how to digest a sandwich when you eat it, you don't need to instruct your body on how to do this. It just knows how. Allowing more quickly now as the energy begins to become lighter, this transformation to take place, allowing it to happen faster and faster until no more of that heaviness can be perceived, or as much of it that feels like it's ready to change has changed for now. And now, with your hand still over this area, the energy, the heaviness of these emotions having been given the medicine they needed by your own body, having transformed that heaviness back into light sensation. Use that magnetic pull of your hand to pull this energy, transformed and now light once again, out of your physical body and about 6 to 8 inches away from your body in your energy field now. But now we make the return journey, bringing this energy back to wherever it originally was within your body, wherever you originally felt the uncomfortable emotions. And when it's there, slowly and mindfully placing the transformed, transmuted light energy back into your body, feeling the shift and the change in how your emotions feel. Once you've done that, you can relax your hands and your body. And take a slow, mindful breath in and gently hold at the top of the breath. And slowly and mindfully exhale. Taking note of how different you feel compared to before we started. Just noticing the change in your body, in your mind, and your emotional field. And give thanks for this experience. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And let me know, leave a comment. How are you guys feeling after that? Gabrielle says, breakthrough. Breakthrough. I'd love to hear about it. What happened for you? Brianna says, I kept smelling mint during the journey. Interesting. I wonder why. Danny said, I smelled peppermint. I wonder, there's no mint here. So I wonder what that is because I want. So is anyone watching the stream? If you're, if you're watching this, is anyone chewing mint gum or does anyone have peppermint tea or anything like that that they're enjoying at the moment? That's pretty interesting because sometimes we can connect to each other. We can connect to each other energetically, and we can kind of connect to each other's senses and smell things or taste things that are happening in other in other people's fields. So that's so interesting. Two people completely separate, both smelled mint during this experience. I love it. How beautiful is that? Brianna says, I am feeling amazing. Wyatt says, hello, great, thanks. And Danny says, Christmas. Beautiful. Hmm. Awesome. Is there anyone who's watching who's in need of individual healing? Because I haven't done those in a while. I'd like to offer some. I'd like to offer some individual healings if anyone's in need of some one-on-one healing. I'd like to stick to emotional healings today. If anyone's in need of emotional healing, further than what we just did. If you're good after what we just did, then that's beautiful. And if anyone watching would like some emotional healing, leave a comment. Let me know. Mm. Yeah, this is a magical time of year. I love it. We actually just had it was about it for an hour. It was like really coming down and snowing outside. And ever since I've been a kid, I've always loved the cold and snow, especially the snow. Snow's always just been such a magical, beautiful thing for me. And in the Pakokuna tradition, they actually see snow as like really refined light. They see it as Sami light coming down from the heavens, and it's like a beautiful sign, a beautiful omen, and it surely feels that way to me. Wyatt says I could use some emotional healing. Wyatt, what's going on? Danny says it's 78 degrees here. Wow, where are you at right now, Danny? 78. Yeah, I think it's like mid to low 30s Fahrenheit here. I don't know what that is in Celsius. I think it's yeah, so few degrees above 0 Celsius. Um yeah, what's going on, Wyatt? Let me know. Arizona, Danny says. Arizona. Yeah, I don't envy you. I don't envy you in the heat there, man. Even though most people would say 78 is pretty nice, I'll take my cold. I love the cold. I love it. I loved Alaska. I was there during the summertime, and it was like there were some days where it got up to I think like 70, but there were other days. We were there towards the end of the summer. It was like quickly approaching fall, and their seasons change so much more quickly there that time of the year. And yeah, there were some days where I think the high was like in the mid 40s. And man, is that a beautiful place? If anyone lives in the States or anywhere in the world and you haven't been to Alaska, you have the chance to go. I would highly recommend it. That is the most beautiful place that I have ever seen on the planet thus far. It is just incredibly gorgeous there, man. You really feel small there in the most beautiful way. It's just, oh man, it's gorgeous. It's such a magical place. Highly recommend Alaska. Um, okay, let me see here. Rand is saying if no need healing, I am feeling emotional right now. And Danny says, I love snow. Yes. And just feeling overwhelmed by emotion and struggle to express emotions with others. So let's identify, Wyatt, what are these emotions that you're overwhelmed by? Because you can be overwhelmed by any number of emotions. You can also be overstimulated, which is not the same thing as being overwhelmed. What emotions can you identify in your body that are so overwhelming? Is it anxiety? Is it depression? Is it grief? Is it sadness? Is it hopelessness? Is it despair? Is it worry? What emotions are you feeling that are so overwhelming? Let's identify that first. Hmm. Oh, and I want to put this up here as well, since we're about to go into a healing. If anyone would like individual healing with me, you can go to CaseyTheSpaceShaman.com or reach out to me. My email address is in the description. Email address and my number to call is also on the website. We can go much deeper with emotional healing in a one-on-one session than we can during the live stream. So please reach out and book a session if you are in need of deeper healing. Sadness and grief and anxiety. Okay. Without going into too much detail, or at least without revealing more than you would be comfortable with revealing on a live stream where there may be lots of people watching, tell me a little bit about this. When did these emotions start? When did you start feeling the sadness and grief and anxiety? Was there something that happened in particular in your life around this time? Again, you don't have to be specific if you don't want to, or you can. It's whatever you're comfortable with sharing. But when did this start? When do you remember first feeling the sadness and grief and anxiety? And are they all surrounding a similar kind of thing, or are these completely separate sensations? We are with you. We are with you. The spirits are with you. You are safe to feel here. You do need to allow yourself to feel all of this in order to heal it. You are safe to feel. You are safe to feel all of that, to express and to feel. You are safe. Veraneri amanteri uvi. There were some events about 15 years ago, but the emotions really started coming up about 3 years ago. Okay. Where do you feel these emotions in your body? Where do they show up? The sadness, the grief, the anxiety, are they all in different places? Or can you feel a kind of central point, like kind of anchor point where you feel the most of them? Because if we really bring our attention to it, we can feel the actual sensations of the emotions. Apart from just the idea of them, we can feel the sensations. Where do they live? Is it in the bottom of your heart, in your chest? Do you feel it in your back, in your throat? Or where do you feel the strongest center of these uncomfortable emotions, the sadness, the grief, and the anxiety? And Hume Sada says, hello, please Zoom link. I don't know what you mean about that. What do you mean about a Zoom link? There is no Zoom class going on. So I don't know what you mean about that. So can't help you there, unfortunately. Did you mean a link for something else? Is there something else you need a link for? Let me know. But yes, why? Try and identify where you feel that in your body, where you feel the root of these heavy emotions living in your body. Yes, all around my back, in my heart, and in my stomach. Okay. Between those, where would you say it feels the most uncomfortable and the most heavy? It's all in the back, the heart, and the stomach. Which one of those areas feels the worst, feels the most uncomfortable? Mhm, mhm, mhm. Booty. Bottom of my heart. Beautiful. Bring your awareness there. Keep your awareness there. And I would ask you before I get started, Wyatt, uh, in this moment, right here, right now, do you actually feel like you're ready to begin your healing? Do you really feel like you're ready to face whatever you need to feel, let go of what you need to let go of, forgive what you need to forgive in order to actually heal this? Do you really feel ready? Let me know. And if not, that's okay. Sometimes we're not ready. But if you are, then we'll proceed. But don't proceed unless you actually are ready. Yes, I am ready. Beautiful. All right. I want you to bring your attention to the bottom of your heart. And in spirit, I am placing my hands, one on the front of the bottom of your heart and one on your back at the same level. I'm flowing light in through the top of my crown and circulating it through my body and through my hands and between my hands, passing this light through your heart. I'm speeding up the flow of this energy until it begins to shift into an energy that we call munai. And I'm going to speed this up even further while bringing in other energies, shifting it into hampai munai. Feel this high vibrational energy flowing through your heart. Your heart is very guarded, very closed off. You feel afraid to open up to others for fear of getting hurt. You feel afraid to really reach out and connect with other people in a meaningful way because you're afraid to lose them. You're afraid of being rejected and you're afraid to lose them as well. And so you've suppressed your emotions even from yourself. You feel a fear of allowing yourself to fully feel all of your emotions. They're all kind of suppressed in a way, deep in your heart. And there's moments when they become so overwhelming that you can't ignore them, but you never allow them to really express themselves in any real healthy way. Now's the time to really feel all of this. Erluruvi kalledrae hurela emuelinari juvere anel veretheru juvelo amarieva. Nuri saliadreu medreinare arelendre silive anu madrini. There is it almost looks like the top part of a suit of armor around your torso. But all around it are these like metal clasps that are locked up. It's like armor that's meant to protect things from coming in, but also doesn't let anything out, keeping you emotionally stagnant, not allowing the natural flow back and forth to happen. And in order for you to start to rebuild the relationship with your body, your mind, and your emotions, and in order for you to start to heal, we need to remove this so that energy can flow in and out as it's meant to, instead of keeping everything here where it stagnates. We need to let fresh energy in. There are three major keys that we need to find. I'm going to journey alongside your guides, and I'm going to go in search of these keys. I'm connected with some of your ancestors. They're taking me down a dark hallway. They've opened up a large room. In this room, there are many tables and a lot of your ancestors sitting around, and seems like they're kind of just having a little bit of a party. And they're taking me through this crowd, and they're leading me to the back of the room. And there's a man sitting in the corner that looks like he's almost sleeping, wrapped in a cloak. And they're waking him up. And he's clutching on to something, a box. And he seems startled, like we were going to try and take it from him. I'm communicating with him. talking to him about this. This box holds the key, but we're having a dialogue with him to try and figure out what exactly is going on and why he's holding it and so protective of it. He doesn't seem to trust us initially, that we are here to actually help, and he doesn't seem to believe that it is really okay for him to give over these keys, because he says that the emotional and spiritual power that is being held back by this vest uh, that is placed on you would be dangerous to release. So I'm asking him to come along with us, and he has agreed. He's going to journey back to the physical world, into this collective medicine space that we're in right now. I'm asking him to look at you, Wyatt, for himself. And I'm just pointing out to this man that this device and everything that it's doing, all that it's holding back, isn't serving you. In fact, it's causing all of your emotional wounds to fester. It's causing a lot of pain, discomfort. It's causing things to get worse. It's not helping anything. After showing him some more things and making him an offering, he has given the keys. We open them up, and there are two keys inside. And I'm asking him if he knows where the third key is. He told me where the third key is. It's deep in the lower world with Huascar Inca, the guardian of the Uchupacha of the lower world. So we're going to go visit him and ask if it's time for this to come back. Huascar has returned this third key, and on a couple of conditions. The first, Wyatt, was that I explained to you that if we remove this vest of armor that's on your spiritual body, that it may cause the emotions that you've been suppressing to come out in a very big and powerful way, a way that may temporarily cause some chaos in your life, or at the very least, a lot of discomfort for you. This may lead to, and hopefully will lead to, the rebuilding of Aini, of divine reciprocity, that will lead to your healing. But it may make things really uncomfortable for a while, and it may be scary. It may cause some chaos. So I'm only to proceed with this healing and remove this if you are actually okay with that and you can accept that. The second condition that you need to accept is that you will have homework after this that you need to promise from the bottom of your heart to spirit, not to me, to spirit and to yourself that you will do. And that homework is a blackening, is to spend time, half an hour to an hour, preferably an hour every day for the next 1 to 2 weeks, where you put yourself in a dark room. You can be locking yourself in a closet or the bathroom, blocking out all light and noise, and allowing yourself to feel all of these emotions that are coming up without trying to fix them or change them, allowing your emotions and your mind and the discomfort in your body, everything to go as wild as it wants to go and to fully express itself without trying to change it or anything. To do that every day for at least a half an hour, preferably an hour for the next 1 to 2 weeks. If you will do that and also agree that you're okay with the fact that things may get more uncomfortable and more chaotic in the short term, then we will proceed. Do you agree to these conditions, Wyatt? And it's totally okay if you don't. I want to throw that out there right away. It's totally okay if you don't agree to that. If you're not ready for it, then this is always something that's available to you later. Thank you. I accept. I agree. Very good. So I'm proceeding now with the first key, the top key. I'm slowly and mindfully placing it into this lock around this suit of armor. And as I begin to slowly turn this, I want you, to the best of your ability, to think and feel the energy of forgiveness for others. And feel whatever that brings up. Moving on to the second key. And as I place this in and begin to start to turn it, I want you, to the best of your ability, to think and feel forgiveness for yourself. And with this last key, placing it in to the last lock on this suit of armor, I want you to try, and if you're not able to, that's okay, but try to the best of your ability to feel, even if it's just a tiny amount, a little tiny glistening light of it, a little spark of it. I want you to feel love for yourself. It's deep down there, deep inside of your heart, but there's a lot of it. See if you can feel that love for yourself and start to bring it to the surface. We're now removing this armor from over your torso. Whatever you feel, allow it to express. You may feel the need to cry. You may feel the need to say angry things. You may feel the need to just laugh or smile or hug yourself. Whatever needs to be expressed right now, allow it to express itself. As we begin to work to smooth out your energy field to bring about a more even flow, Ure largon scuri ladri Hellorande erali vennaxuru heinale arurarane dearu ameinarane ive oreligame yuva sie El ladre libre oramen suru reinaldor arumio variselied heruri alara omaneiove ludri selanari Urveio mare, urveledan, aruvedi, uvanameli. Herelende umaran seovanalearo umedina. Just allow yourself to feel this flow. Bring your attention to the way that emotions and energy are flowing in and out of your body more freely, and allow it all to be held comfortably within your awareness or uncomfortably within your awareness. Just allow it to happen. Don't hold anything back. Be with us, and after we are done with this, after you check in with me in just a moment, if you can, if you have the time, then you are to immediately lie down and do your first part of this blackening. Spend half an hour to an hour just lying down, feeling whatever it is you have to feel, thinking whatever it is you have to think. No distractions, no trying to fix anything or figure anything out, just feeling. And let me know, how do you feel now? Just check in with me before we part ways for the evening. Wyatt, how do you feel? And while we're waiting to hear back from him, again, if anyone would like to go really deep into their emotional healing or their physical healing, right here, CaseyTheSpaceShaman.com. Reach out. Let's book a session. Let's go deep into your healing. I really want to help people, so reach out to me. Wyatt says, good. A lot of mixed feelings coming up, but it feels healthy, cathartic, like a blockage was removed. Beautiful. So Wyatt, immediately now, go and lie down. Make the room really dark if you can. Block out all noise as best you can. And I want you to feel all of this catharsis, all of this that's moving. And indeed, a big blockage was removed. So let everything just come up and flow and just feel it. You're not trying to fix it. Everything's happening on its own. Just feel, feel, feel for like a whole hour if you can. So lie down and do that. And then next time I stream, reach out to me, or you can reach out to me. Go on the website, send me an email, let me know how you're feeling. I'd love to hear how you're feeling. So, Wyatt says, "I will." Thank you, Wyatt, and thank all of you so much. Thank all the spirits for being present to help us facilitate this healing. For anyone who didn't get the chance to receive a healing live today or would like to go deeper, once again, CaseyTheSpaceShaman.com or CaseyTheSpaceShaman@gmail.com is my email. You can reach out to me directly there. I love this, guys. It's time to feel, to heal. It's time to move through these powerful emotions that so many of us are feeling. It's time to heal those old wounds and move on to become brighter, more beautiful, whole, happy, healed versions of ourselves. Let's do this together. Thank you all. I love you all so much. Anaki koyaki, arpichai, sonkolai. Thank you.